Hey guys, my name is Michael and today I'll be going over the Capture the Flag for Facebook and CodePath. This is week 5. So let's start off with the first question, 5.01. Here our task is to decode the flag. If you look at it closely, we can see there's an equal sign at the end, which kind of hints at me that it might be base 64. So let's just copy this over. I can't actually copy from the website, so I pasted it in here beforehand. So you see KK and UR, so that matches up with our thing here. So if we go over to some website, let's go and do from base 64. So we paste this in, we get the answer. Killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom, right? So let's move on to the next one. For the next one, it also asks us to go decode a flag. In this case, if we look closely, we can see that there's no value greater than F. So that kind of hints at me that it might be something like hex. So same thing, I can't copy from the website, but I copied it over here beforehand. So let's go over here, let's remove this and go from hex, right? So we'll paste this in here and we get the answer. Bring the ruckus. Okay, let's do the next one. For this one, we just have to XOR two values. Same thing, if you look closely, you can see that they're both hex. So find an XOR that can XOR hex. So let's go over here and I pasted these two in here. Let's copy them over to a website like this where it accepts two hex values. Okay, we XOR it and that should be your answer right here. Great. So for the next two problems, I kind of combined them together. So for Italy and Japan, I think 5.04 and 5.05, we have to do the following. So a hex string has been XORed using a 1-character key, decrypted to get this flag's value. So they give us the flag's value and we have to decrypt it with some 1-character key. So it could be anything from A through Z, capital, lowercase, possibly it could be numbers, a number or some like character like exclamation mark, parenthesis, but we'll figure this out later. So it's basically the same concept as this one for Japan, but in Japan they give you an attached file right here. So let's save it. Right. And if we open it, we get a bunch of those values. So one of these in this whole file is our encrypted string, and one of them we can actually decrypt. All the others are basically junk values or something that we can't actually figure out. So so I wrote a script, or not a script, but a C++ program to help me do this. And with that program, you can actually do 5.05 and 5.04. So all I did is I took this value that they gave us, and I just put it inside this file that I just downloaded. So I'll show you that code right now. So this is my code for both problems, 5.04 and 5.05. What it does, it reads in from a file. So this is the file that I have, and the very first string right here, or line, I would say, is the problem 5.04. So I just copied and pasted it into here. The rest of it is actually the next problem, 5.05. That's why there's so many right here. Yeah, so let's jump into my code and decipher it. So this part actually reads in the data, and then this part right here does the decryption or the XOR. So the input is a key and the string that we're XORing. Okay. In my main right here, I have a list of all the characters I want to try. So I will try A, B, C, and so on. Then I will try the capital versions of them and numbers. This is the path. I read in the data, and then over here is where we start doing stuff. So, like I said, the data looks like it's hex, which means that every 2 bytes or every 2 characters or numbers right here. So, for example, right here, the first one, 1B, should stand for a character, and 37 and 37 should stand for a single character, and so on. So here I read in every two characters, right? So I go by 2s, and I push to a new string. So I basically decipher it back into an actual string. From there, for all the letters I have and numbers here, I decipher it, right? I look through it and I try to figure out which one is the answer. What like string right here, what line is an answer or will work for me. So to do that, I use this right here. So find first not of, and if there's a character that's not either a letter or a number or an underscore or a period or a new line character or something that's not like that I can't write to a screen. So this way I don't outprint it. So this way I keep out the junk stuff that I don't care about, and I only print out what I actually care about, which is a readable sentence that I can use as the flag or the answer. So if we run this over here, I'll click run. Right, here we go. So it says that it's done reading, right? And it gives us 2 lines. So cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, right? And now the party is jumping. So those are both the answers. So the first one is the answer for 5.04, and the second one's the answer for 5.05, right? And it's that simple. It's just writing code, and it does all the hard work for you. Make sure that for the first answer, you include that apostrophe, right? This one. Without it, if you don't have it inside your word list, that's good right here. It's not gonna find it, because as soon as it sees it, it's gonna say, oh, I'm not looking for that, and it's gonna throw it out. And for the second part, it's a little bit tricky. They kind of hinted at you in the prompt. So they say ignore any new line characters. So there is actually a new line character after jumping right here. But you don't actually see it if you open up the file in Notepad or something like that. It won't actually show you the new line character. So that's why inside the good letters and numbers, I included this new line character. Without it, this code is not going to be able to find this line, this answer. It's just going to return nothing, right? So let's move on to the next questions. So for the next problem, let's do 5.06, okay? Yeah, so we have the string over here, and I can't copy it from there, so I paste it in here. Let's copy this from here. Same string, and we're going to go over here. So pause the video, try to figure it out. So first step that we have to do is we notice that there's no character greater than F, which means that it's most likely hex. So we go over here and we find data format and we click from hex. Okay. Then the next step is we go back and we have to figure out that it's XOR encryption. So pause the video now, try to figure out what the key is. The hint is that you see it right here. The key is on this page. Okay? If you can't figure it out, we go over here. We change the key to UTF-8. We type in WUTANG. Okay? Oops, WUTANG. And we get the answer. What's the commotion? Let's move on to the next problem. So for this one, it says that it's base 64 encoded content, and then it's encrypted with AES. So we download this file, save it, let's see, let's open it in here. So the first part of it is the actual encrypted string, right? And 65 is actually the amount of characters if you count the new line character. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, you should see bottom left, it says 65 characters. So we can actually disregard the 65 part and just use this. So we have to try to find an AES decoder or something that we can use to decrypt AES. And this one's perfect for the job. So we paste in our encrypted file or our encrypted string that we got. And then you guys should pause the video now and try to figure it out. The hint is that the key is on the screen. If you watched the problem beforehand, it's the same thing. So this right here is the key. So you go back here and type in protect neck, and then you press decrypt, right? And then you get the answer, right? And that's it. That's it for week 5, Capture the Flag. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, and also these extra little things over here, like this one. It's actually from week 4. I don't know why it shows up here. So if you want to look at how to solve that problem, there's going to be a link somewhere on the screen to go over and watch the week 4 Capture the Flag. These questions should be there, right? So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.